So good to have you with me this week on Word of the Week. And once again, we have a good one for you. Luke 15, story of the prodigal son. Luke 15, chapter 15, verse 16, 17. And here's what Jesus said. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husks that the swine did eat. Notice that. And no man gave unto him. Say that with me, no man. No man gave unto him. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? The point of this whole Word of the Week this week is this. Sometimes there's just no one with skin on that's there to help you. Many times. And it's frustrating because we do know that God uses people. But sometimes we become so dependent on our relatives, on our friends, on the social services of our city, on the church. And we get so used to people helping us with skin on that we never really develop, who is Jehovah Jireh? Who is God our provider? And in this particular story, Jesus makes it clear that when the prodigal left, spent his money, he's in a no-win situation, and it says, and no man gave to him. God kind of blocked off the help of human effort, that arm of man. God seemed to block that off. Why does God do that? Well, like a shepherd, he herds us into a vertical connection with him. He did the same to Elijah. Elijah said, I'm the only one left. I'm the only one here. There's no one else. And what did God say? I have thousands that haven't bowed their knee. But, I'm dealing with you. Well, if God had thousands that didn't bow their knee, why didn't he help Elijah get connected to them? Because he wanted Elijah to come to him. In Genesis 12, God told Abraham, get away from your family and your friends and come out here where you're alone, you and I. I've got a covenant I want to make with you. There's sometimes that God just doesn't choose to use people because then people get too much credit and God's left out in the cold. When Peter was sinking in the water, there's nobody around him. The other disciples were in the rowboat watching it happen. But only Jesus was out there on the water with them. And he said, save me lest I perish. There was one hand that reached for him, no other hand. Wouldn't it be wonderful for you to begin to experience that hand that's reaching for you? The only way you're going to know that hand in a great way is just maybe refrain sometimes from running to the people you always run to and looking to the people you always look to. And begin to try and help yourself on a smaller scale. Lord, I'm asking you to connect me to them. Lord, I'm asking you to open up that door. Lord, I'm asking you to connect me to the money that I need. And then let the Holy Spirit come in there and connect you in a way that only he can do. And you'll begin to come into a contact with the living, supernatural, sovereign God who says, maybe there's nobody around with skin on that can help you, but I'm always right here connecting you to your next need to take you to your next level. That's your word.